Welcome back. You're watching Talk Didiman, NBC TV's agriculture program. Now to East Sepik Province. The Greater Sepik Cocoa of Excellence show has left a significant impact on the cocoa value chain in the Sepik region and other participating provinces as well. During the show, local cocoa farmers met international cocoa buyers and chocolatiers. Through those face-to-face meetings, farmers gained confidence, market access, and of course secured contracts. On Roots and Real Stories, we see how Sepik cocoa farmers felt the impact of the Cocoa of Excellence show.
The Greater Sepik Cocoa Excellence show that was hosted from 21st to the 23rd reveals mostly the things that were revealed about that show is that for Sepik we are a sleeping giant for specialty cocoa. That was revealed during that show, that we have the potential to from the 15 specialty buyers. They revealed that we have the potential to produce some of the most unique beans from our beans here in Sepik and also in PNG as well during that show. So it reveals that we are a sleeping giant for specialty cocoa in the world.
Okay, this year, 2026, Greater Sepik Cocoa of Excellence Show and Trade Expo was hosted by the Greater Sepik provinces, which are East Sepik Province and West Sepik Province, in close collaboration with the Cocoa Board as well as with the EU Straight PNG program. The main objective of this show to bring all the cocoa farmers representing the provinces of all the cocoa growing provinces in the country, in Papua New Guinea. And it was participated by many major cocoa growing provinces. And this was the trend of the previous Cocoa Show, Cocoa Expo, Excellency Expo Show that was held in different provinces. But this time we named it, the provincial government together with the organizing community and everything, Cocoa Board named it as an added Trade Expo, meaning to say that we brought, or the Expo brings the potential international chocolatiers, buyers, to the show, so that they will have a direct interaction with the producers, with the cocoa producers in the country, as well as of course the Sepik farmers, cocoa farmers, to have an opportunity for them to trade cocoa directly to this international market. So this was one new kind that we showcased in Greater Sepik Excellency Show.
From the result, we sent about 410 samples to Queen Emma factory in Port Moresby. That was the first judging. Then from the 410 samples throughout the country, we came. The judges came, got about 59 samples that went into the Cocoa of Excellence show. During the screening of the 59 samples, about 29 of the samples made it into the top 20. But one of the things that was highlighted during that was the consistency. The consistency, the judges allow was the consistency in the post-harvest practices, which is clear, like see the little mistakes that farmers do when they're processing the cocoa beans from harvesting. Like if they don't harvest the beans during the right season, or if the beans are unripe, they have a harvest and then they process it, it will still the flavor will come off, or fermentation, if they don't follow the standards of the fermentation. So little mistake during post-harvest was highlighted during, but otherwise the beans were okay. So the consistency, the farmers need to know the importance of consistency.
So there were around 15 international potential buyers, or we can also say chocolatiers, but they are all in with the premium market. They are in the niche market, so they wanted the premium quality, the consistent quality of the cocoa dry beans from the producers. These motivated farmer groups that were participated, like almost 200 stalls were there in Expo, representing different provinces as well as different districts and different groups, cocoa groups, who we are working with in the province. So they all showcase their products, meaning to say dry beans or cocoa pods, even some brought the seedlings, some did their semi-processed, some showcased their powder or cocoa mass in that expo. So they had a direct opportunity to interact with these potential buyers. That really generated the enthusiasm for all the farmers here during the show.
Practically for the farmers to improve their quality fermented owners. At the fermentary level, they should know about 4 things. First is they have to know how to sort the beans at the fermentary level before they bring the beans to the exporter. Sorting out the beans, the broken beans, flaky beans, they have to sort it out. Those are quality aspect. Also, the fermentary, they have to maintain the infrastructure of the fermentary, maintain the killing pipe, all those things, because it contributes to quality as well. It's like smoked and beans. Also, the fermentation box, they have to follow the proper box. Fermentation, the standard days of fermentation, there is no fermentation that you do within 3 days or 4 days. It's all 7 days. The correct fermentation days they have to apply in order to get the best quality. And last thing is farmers. During that show, we were emphasizing more during the show was tasting their own beans. If you taste your own beans, because cocoa is a food, then you will know the quality, how it tastes, all those things. So tasting is one of the last things that after you process it, during fermentation, you have to taste your own beans as well.
Premium quality. They were looking for the premium quality cocoa dry beans. So meaning to say is that they have their own standards and requirements to have that quality. And this was also shared with them during the interaction about the fermentations process, about the drying process, and also about the storage process and various other steps in cocoa processing. It was discussed with the farmers.
For farmers to reach like the specialty market, the overseas buyers like PNG, the volume that we produce to the world market it's quite below to compete with, but the advantage of us is the specialty market. So to go to the specialty market, taste is of paramount importance. Farmers must taste it, and then they know the quality of it. Then they can produce the consistency. But those the specialty buyers that they are buying, they want to know how the farmers are processing them, how the beans. So if they taste it, they will know that this is the type of beans that the buyer wants. And then they can. Instead of the buyer letting them know that all the beans is, the farmers have to taste it themselves.
So these things that they need to know. So which beans are best for this market, so that it will be disaggregated from their productions of which beans can go to the bulk market and which beans can meet the standards of these buyers.
For cocoa in PNG, like for 50 years since independence, we have been producing beans as dry beans and selling it to the bulk market. The recent show showed us that we have the potential to go into downstream as well. So with producing, we have the potential to go. So with producing cocoa for downstream, we can create like the smaller job employment again for the job employment. Also, we can add value. So the idea, the focus is to go into downstream of butter, powder, and liquor. Then we can add value. Right now, with the current trend of selling dry beans, we are not at the price is steady, but with downstream, we can add value to the product as well. So the farmers can get more on the cocoa they are producing. And the local value addition is one of the things that, because the world market, though, the liquidity of the bulk market, it's not steady. The price change on a daily basis. So if you go into downstream, also the farmers can get more value on that. If they can have contract with the buyers, one, and then also we can also promote domestic consumption as well. For PNG, there is no domestic consumption for chocolate. But with that, we have hotels and like that, they can see, so we can add value to them. Trust is building a trust with boutique, especially where is quite challenging at the moment. So one of the things that we have identified is the beans, most of the bean tuber buyers from overseas, those small boutique buyers, they want to know where that bean comes from, because they are serious with what they taste. Is the bean coming from? So with that, we have to have a traceability system in place. So that's the thing, and then the farmers how they produce it, they have to have a story. Most of the boutique buyers, they want to sell a story, they want to promote the local cooperatives. So trust is one of the important things that we have to maintain within those niche buyers and boutique buyers. They will know, okay, how the cooperative works, the location. So those are the things that at the moment we are educating the farmers to know about that, so they can produce. And then once the trust is sealed between the buyer and the farmers, it's the job now to maintain. So as the organization, we try to promote it and ensure that they will maintain that trust within them. For those farmers that won the award, like as the organization, Cocoa Board, with DL, the government, the partners, we are promoting the idea of the lead farmer to be a model farmer. So they can lead by example, like in terms of supplying that market, there's a constant supply, and also there'll be demand, the quantity will also increase. So that farmer, that individual farmer will get award, he follows some practice, so he will know practically. He has some practical information. What we are giving is this guide. So the practical information that the farmer can be a model farmer that can show others, or simply we can say we can encourage a farmer to create like mini field day in his own village, in his own local cooperatives, and invite other farmers to come in and they can learn from each other through farmer interaction. Then they can share knowledge, because from farmer to farmer sharing that knowledge, they will adopt it more easily. If you get a foreigner to come and teach them, sometimes they will like there is a understanding gap between them. But from farmer to farmer exchange, they usually understand each other well. They can share the information, so they will know, okay, that model farmer did this and he won that award. So that other farmers can follow suit, and then all in all, we can have a farmer to farmer interaction. So that's what we are promoting. Farmer teaching the other farmers, and they all go together to meet the volume, the supply, the consistency of the market. So like now after the show, we are still in the event mode after the show. So what we are trying to do after the show is we go to action mode now to get our farmers not to just sit there and they just do nothing. So they have to start to do something. So some of the things that we are doing at the after event of the show is trying to get the farmers like to establish their own quality apps for testing, so the farmers can do their own testing in their own locality, own districts. The other thing is that to maintain quality, Cocoa Board with DAL and the province is Sepik, when we encouraging the farmers to taste their own beans through tasting, like they get their beans, they taste it. So that was demonstrated during the show. So they have to taste it and consume their own beans. Cocoa has its own health benefit as well. Not just getting the beans and selling it out, but you have to taste your own beans as well, so you will know. And there are health benefits as well for consuming your own beans, making your own Milo or chocolate drink from that. So those are some of the things that we want to make. So if to maintain quality, they taste their own beans, so they can maintain their own quality. Next thing that after the show that we are looking at is formalizing trade agreements with 15 partners that we said they arrive. So now about 3 of them, they have already signaled to us that they want to have a formal agreement. So buyer from Netherlands, they're working on that. Buyer from Japan, they have already sent invitation for November for 3 of the winners from the show to attend one of the Expo in Japan. So that's some of the good things that is coming. And then continuous partnership with the province, the district that won the award, like Million Bay, we have to have a continuous dialogue and partnership with them. So and then we can get the farmers out to attend the regional event and like. So for Sepik, to maintain quality is now one of the things that we want, so farmer to taste their own beans. In that way, they can consistently maintain their quality.
This Greater Sepik Cocoa of Excellency Show and Trade Expo has really opened the door for the PNG cocoa producers to have a direct linkages with these international buyers or the international chocolatiers for the premium market. Not just the bulk market which we have been trading here in PNG in the bulk market, but now it opened the door for the premium chocolate or premium cocoa products market as well.
My message to the cocoa farmers of Greater Sepik, East and West Sepik, and PNG as a whole, we have to see cocoa as our currency. When a farmer talks about cocoa, the next thing that comes into his mind is money, which is kina. They don't plant cocoa for nothing. When they plant a cocoa tree, they think, end of the day, they think they will earn something from it. So with PNG, we have the potential. We are producing 60,000 metric tons. We cannot compete with other big players in the global scale, but we have the potential to go with the specialty market. So for Sepik Region, we are paving the way now for other farmers from throughout PNG to follow suit the Greater Sepik Region, what our farmers are doing to go into specialty market. We have the potential. We are a sleeping giant. We are sleeping, but we haven't tapped into our own potential. The only way to tap into the boutique and specialty market, you have to treat quality as of paramount importance. So by quality means that you cannot just produce it and you don't taste it. If you're cooking something, you have to taste it to know if it's quality. If you're boiling a rice, you have to taste the rice, if it's quality or not, if it's too dry or like similar to cocoa as well. So my important message to the farmers is maintaining quality is of paramount importance. So once we maintain quality, we will see the value of it. So with tasting, you have to master your senses of taste as well. When you master your senses of sense, then you will know what quality is and you can maintain that quality. So we can go into the specialty market which is high-end market and gives a good reward for our farmers. Though we don't have the volume, but we have the quality, we can still get value out of it. Last but not the least, we must also encourage domestic consumption as well. If there is potential for domestic consumption and domestic market here in PNG as well. With that, thank you.
You have to maintain those quality and standards as per agreement with these buyers. Meaning to say that to have this, you have to do your processing, or even from harvesting, taking care of your farm managements and everything on the same standards as the quality requires. You should not move these or divert from these practices. You should always do that. You have to share this knowledge of quality production to their neighbors, to your other cocoa farmers in your ward or LLG or districts or even in the province, so that you have a uniform quality. So if the beans from Sepik goes out of the country or even from out of the province, it goes as a Sepik beans, and the qualities are uniformed, so that the Sepik beans will be known as the whole uniform quality. But if the other farmers who were not that didn't get this opportunity, let's say, who are not able to participate in this expo, who were not able to showcase their product due to remoteness or due to very other factors, they may not know about these things. But we want, as a program, really wants to disseminate this knowledge and experience this each farmer groups have from the expo to other farmers who are not able to attend this one, so that when they work for their cocoa farms and when they process their cocoa beans, they do them in the same way, so that all beans are in uniform quality, not just because if they are mixed, then it will be the whole beans will be known as not fit for quality or not fit for as per their requirement. So these things I think we need to keep in mind moving forward, to have stable premium markets and also for the better income for these quality products.
From Sepik cocoa to world chocolate, that's a huge achievement for our farmers. We'll take another break and come back with more on Talk the Demand. Stay tuned.